Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Aysop, and I want to talk about something very near and dear to my heart. Get a job. And I learned how important getting a job was only recently. I had the mentality that I was going to be a YouTuber or self-employed somehow, rich. Eventually, I got a girlfriend, and that made me realize, holy smokes, relationships are expensive. So I ended up getting a job because I spent all my money. I ended up getting a job to be able to visit her and stuff. And well, that job taught me so much, dude. So much. And I'm not saying it taught me like business skills, even though it kind of taught me a lot of that. Let me tell you what it was. So I was soldering for a solid 3 months or 2 months. That's not long at all. But I soldered there for a very short amount of time. And well, it was for the time that I was working there, it really taught me, wow, I need some mental fortitude for this one. It was so incredibly difficult because I had to wake up at 6 a.m. and every work day. I had to wake up at 6 a.m., and get dressed, get ready, and then I had to go to work. And I had to sit down and solder computer components for a solid 8 hours, including breaks. But it was quite difficult considering I had no prior experience of the work field. And wow, having experience in the work field is very, very valuable because that it kind of like, it builds up your mental fortitude. Now, this video is directed towards people who don't think they need a job, don't think that they'll ever need a job. Listen. Even if you don't need a job, you're not going to need to work a day in your life. Trust me, working a shitty job, the shittier the job it is, the stronger you're going to be. Like, I can't express to you how valuable that little time I worked at that soldering job was to me. Because I feel like I can work so much. I can be a machine if I want to. And I feel like that's just severely underrated for work. Like, I think work is very, very valuable. And also, on top of that, having a shitty job with shitty pay gives you a very good sense of money. For example, oh, I'm kind of hungry. I want to get Chinese food. So you look it up online or whatever. Oh, it's $15 for a meal. Interesting. Would I work an hour for food? Would I work an hour for that? Like, you can like put the things in perspective. Now, I know this is people might make fun of me for this. I'm 17 years old. Just a few months ago, before I turned 17, like 16 or whatever, I for my entire childhood, I was living with the mentality that I would just be a YouTuber or whatever. I would be drop shipping enthusiast, make loads of money. But I didn't realize how much working an actual job benefits you. And I'm only making this video because one, I know a few of my friends who don't think they'll ever need to get a job, and I'm kind of just speaking to you guys. Get a job, learn how to work, learn how shitty jobs are, and you will be motivated to work harder. And two, I used to be that person, so I can see myself in their shoes. This is another point that I forgot to add in the video. If you're gonna skip getting a job and just make a company and you just want to be a boss, well, news for you, you might end up being a really bad boss, because part of learning about being a company owner and being a boss is having some sympathy towards your employees and knowing how it would feel for them to work for you. So you need to, learn how to be a good boss and learn how to treat your employees well and pay them well. So that's just something else I wanted to add. I honestly think getting a job, no matter how shitty it is, I honestly think it's a great, valuable experience. Now listen, I just want to preference, hopefully most people watching this have a job, because like that's kind of a normal thing to have. It's kind of mandatory in life to have a job. And also, I also want to preference, I'm unemployed. I am unemployed at the moment, but I am also working like 10 plus hours a day on YouTube and stuff. And this channel isn't even monetized. This is just my fun channel. So yeah, I learned how I definitely, before I was getting burnt out super easy, but after getting that job, I'm just thinking, wow, this is such a fun job. The YouTube is so much fun. I love this so incredibly much. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm coming from with all of this. So I hope you enjoyed this. Go watch this video right here. Yeah, it's yeah, you should just watch this. Yeah, watch.